Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So GW has put up their first little unboxing. Well, it's not really a video, it's basically some pictures and stuff, but it confirms like the snap fit and all that kind of stuff. We'll get into that in a second, but first thing I actually want to talk about is the price now of Shadowspear, because we have got confirmation of the price. So the image you're seeing in the background now, this is what was sent to me before by a chap who runs a third-party store. Of course, I can't give any details out because he'll probably get his hands spanked off GW. But as you can see, the price now is £105 retail price. So if these websites do it, I think it's going to be around £84 because they normally take around 20% off and do that kind of stuff. Normally, that's what they do. So expect it in the third-party retailers around between 84 and just maybe just over £84. But retail price, if you go into GW to buy this yourself, you are going to be paying £105. Now, personally, I was expecting this to be around £95 retail price. That's what normally happens when the Forgebane box set, if I'm not mistaken. Dark Imperium is £95 and you got the rule book included in that. I think maybe it's gone up to £105 for a couple of reasons. One being that there's more stuff in this box set. And when I mean more stuff, I mean there's more books in the box set, because you've got the Mini Marine Codex. No, sorry, not the Mini Marine. You've got the Primaris Marine Codex in here. Well, you know what I mean, the rules and stuff, the Chaos rules, and then you've also got the campaign book as well. Now, a lot of people are saying this is probably down to Brexit. I'm not too sure I'm going to go down that path, because I can't see why it would affect it at this stage, because Brexit hasn't come into place yet. Maybe they could be protecting themselves in the future, but for me, I think it's just morely down to like just GW raising the prices that GW normally do. I think the big question is it worth £105? Well, if you're going to be playing both armies, I personally think it's definitely worth that. Now, if you're splitting it, I still think it's going to be worth that. I'm going to be splitting the boxes, what I get anyway, because I'm not really interested in the Chaos side. I think one of the questions we have to ask ourselves as well is that the sides that we're invested into, so for example, because I want the Space Marine side, how much money I'm going to be saving when those guys actually come out in box format, because that is also a really good deal as well when you compare the starter box sets to the individual packets which these guys selling. Normally for the characters like that librarian character, maybe that captain, the lieutenant, the lieutenant, however you want to pronounce it, they're normally like character prices, so they're around £15 to £20 plus. So if you look at it that way, maybe you are getting a good deal if you take that into cost. But we can't really go into that yet because we don't really have the information on how much these are going to cost individual when it comes to their own boxes. And onto the Shadowspear unboxing. This is a little preview unbox. It doesn't really go in depth for it. It shows a bit of sprues off. GW should have just sent me the box and I would have done a million times better job than they've done on their article. So the first is the actual box art. We see itself as we've already discussed. We all basically thought that the artwork was going to be that the box set, and guess what, it is. So there's nothing there. The sprues themselves, now these are monopose sprues, which for me is a bit of a kick in the teeth, but I expect it when these box sets. What normally happens with these box sets is that GW put out monopose because these are starter box sets. They want to get new people into the hobby and they don't want to give them a hard time assembling models. What normally happens is that we have these starter box sets, and then a couple of weeks later the actual boxes individually come out for the units, and we can go and buy them and pose them, kit bash them, and do whatever we want with them. I'm going to be buying these, but it's going to be an absolute pain because I need some Imperial Fish shoulder pads, and it seems the actual shoulder pads, as you've seen in the sprues in the background now, especially for the Space Marines, the shoulder pads are actually attached to the arms, so that's going to take a lot of filing, kit bashing, all that kind of stuff, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'll get there in the end. And that also applies to the Chaos side as well. You can see the little preview of the sprue for the Chaos stuff. That also applies to Chaos, so it's not just Space Marines that basic the monopose, it's to everything actually in the box, just to make that clear. So it's both factions that are monopose in this box set. And going back to the artwork again, just quickly, there is a poster of the artwork, which they normally include in all these box sets. Forgebane had one. Actually, Dark Imperium didn't have one, did it? I know Forgebane's got it because I've got it in my bloody drawer next to me. So you got to get a nice little poster of this artwork for those people who like to frame it and put it on their wall. Then that's for you. And lastly, we take a little glimpse at the codexes, or codexes, however you want to pronounce it. So like I said, you get the Space Marine one, you get the Chaos one, and you also get the actual campaign book where you can play all the missions and stuff like that. From what we're seeing now, it actually says here, these are really cool. Rather than containing just data sheets, these are fully fledged, if tiny codexes, so we can open up Codex Demonkin, and and we'll find lore. So that's what I actually wanted in this thing. If anything I want to take away from this is just lore, because I'm one of these people that enjoy sitting down, reading the lore, learning about the new things that are popping up in the galaxy, and, you know, things that are purging each other. So I'm really excited to get my hands on them and just sit down and see what's new and what's upcoming. Before I sign off the video, I've just noticed as well, you actually get a sample chapter of the Black Legion, which is by Aaron Densky-Bowden. Trust me, if you haven't got into this series yet, the first one is a Talon of Horus, if I'm not mistaken, then it's the Black Legion. Go and do it. You will absolutely love it. It follows the rise of Abaddon. There's a little Sigismund thing in there. I won't spoil it all, but it's absolutely amazing. Glorious. Some of Aaron Densky-Bowden's best work, in my opinion. I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you passed on some information. Tell me what you think. Do you like the pricing at 105? Do you think it was, well, do you wish it was cheaper? Do you think it's bang on the price for the content that's inside the box? Post it below and we'll have a nice little conversation down in the comment section. Thanks for watching once again. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I'll see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.